What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Dark Avenger Live, the show where I go live each and every week with or without something to talk about, to talk with each and every one of you about what's going on in the comic book and entertainment world. Click. Black Knight, what is going on, my friend? So, honestly, I'm going to be honest. Honestly, I'm going to be honest. That's a double honest. Anyway, I'm going to be double honest. I've been really working hard to catch up on the comic reviews. I debated actually canceling this show in order to finish the, I think, 2 books left that I have for episode 522 and just recording that. However, before the live show, I was able to read one more book. So I said, go live, do the show for a little while, and then I could always go back. So the good news is I didn't have that many books actually from last Wednesday. So I'm more than likely going to be able to record the review tomorrow and get that up by Wednesday. Fingers crossed. Again, there won't be any fancy stuff on the episode to get it up, get it out, and then get ready for this Wednesday's books. So, getting sick and having a bunch of other things I'm doing at the same time is a mark for disaster when it comes to to recording videos, especially when there were so many books the week I got sick too. If it was a lighter week, it would have been a lot easier, but I guess as things move forward and I get reused to doing videos on YouTube and doing stuff again, it'll be easier. But anyway, we're in spooky month, the beginning of the holiday trilogy. You all know how much I love my holiday trilogy. The only sad thing is that it is out of order. Halloween's coming up first, and it is my second favorite holiday. Brilly's in the comments. Hello, Brilly. Hi, Brilly. Halloween is my second favorite holiday, followed by Thanksgiving, which is my third. It's really just a big dinner. But Christmas, as you all know, I always love to go above and beyond because I love Christmas. So between Halloween and Christmas, those are my two favorite holidays at the end of the year. So you can kind of see it over here. Give a little reveal. I am working on a new cosplay. And I mean, anyone, if you can't tell the blue and red and the spider symbol, yeah, I'm working on a Scarlet Spider cosplay. I did find a mask. That's going to take a little longer to come. The vest, easy to find. It's at Hot Topic. When I saw Hot Topic was doing it, I pre-ordered it. I believe it was around my birthday, around May, where that came up for pre-order, though people were getting it earlier. But I pre-ordered this in May, knowing it wasn't going to ship until October. I didn't care. I grabbed it. I paid for it in May. So it was coming one way or another, no refund. So I got that. This is just a standard red shirt. For those of you that remember the long sleeve shirts I had with the thumb hole that the cuff comes up to the hands, it's just in red. So I didn't get red gloves. I have no clue how to make the gauntlets that Ben had. So I'm going to be a scuff version of the Scarlet Spider. And it's going to start Halloween, and then it's going to follow forward in future TikToks and stuff like that, just like Deadpool and just like the other Spider-Man cosplays. That's going to be mine. What's your Halloween costume this year? Well, there you go. It's going to be the Scarlet Spider. I think I did Black Spider-Man, the Venom, the symbiote suit 2 years ago. Last year, I believe I did Superboy again. This year I went with a new cosplay, so this way I can build up my cosplay repertoire for entertainment videos and for entertainment over on TikTok. And then there's also the YouTube shorts. So it's a win. It's an all year round win for me with this costume. And I gotta say, Hot Topic went above and beyond. I mean, the bottom part of the hoodie being frayed. I don't think you could see the arms quite. Oh, I think I just jiggled it out. Oopsie. Hold on. And now it's on that camera. 1 second. I apparently jiggled the wire too much. And there we go. Okay. So they really went above and beyond. They even frayed the arms to make it look like that it was actually like cut. So I the attention to detail with this shirt was amazing. Sorry about that with the camera. I either it's the wire or whatever. Again, this camera is only until I move and I get my office. Then this is probably going to end up being a camera number 3. I'm going to be working on multiple angled cameras since I have one camera that will be connected to my new streaming setup, and then this camera will be number 3. I might have a second one or an idea for a second one. So this one's going to be pushed to a third camera. 3D. Hi, Shala. 3 cameras, 3D. It'll be 3-dimensional. Yes, it will be. I know in New Zealand they don't celebrate Halloween as much. It's kind of sad, but yes. Hope you're doing well, Shala, by the way. And welcome to the stream. So I'm going to be going with that. I have to say, though, I love the material they made the vest with. It came really, really good. I almost wish I got a second one just to have in stock, but I don't do crazy things or crazy acrobatics or stunts. So the chances of this getting ruined, slim to none. And it's high enough up that the kids can't even reach it, so I'm not worried. And by the way, we're on countdown. Spider-Man 2, it's coming. I think 2 more weeks. But we are in spooky month. I'm looking forward to doing a bunch of fun horror stuff in VR chat with my friends. And then I'm also looking forward to streaming a nice amount of horror games, maybe. I'm going to try. I do have my tradition of Soma. I have streamed Soma, I think, every Halloween for the past 4 years. I think that's a tradition that might have to be put away at this point because I know that game like the back of my hand now, and I can get through it. I mean, at this point, the only thing that I have left to do with Soma is a speed run. And I really don't want to do a speed run. So I'm probably going to just retire Soma for a bit. I'll send you an idea pic, but again, I'll send you a picture. I will definitely send you a picture post stream for Scarlet. But so I'm thinking of doing a couple of horror games at some point. So if you haven't been following Chaotic Falcon, twitch.tv/Chaotic Falcon 86. I do have a nice amount, and then I also have the PSVR 2, which also has The Walking Dead on it. And I think I got a second horror game, if I'm not mistaken. So I might do that. And then I have Into the Radius I'm thinking of getting for my Quest, but there's no way for me to stream through the Quest. I watched my partner play through Soma 2 weeks ago. First time I've ever seen. I know, Shala. If Yui found all of the notes and things and the audio logs, and she was able to access all the audio stuff. It's, by the way, actually, Into the Radius, my friend Smoke played, and I actually watched somebody talk about the game. It looks really, really good. So it's something I might do and stream on Discord to my Discord community, because I can, for some reason, screen share and share it on Discord, but sharing it on Twitch, for some reason, it just does not work out. But with Soma, I don't know if you know this, Shala, but the company got so invested in Soma, they released on YouTube. You can still watch it right now on YouTube. They made I forgot how many episode long prequel to Soma. Real B or C list actors, real sets, and it literally shows all of the people at the station before everyone died and how they got taken over. I'm not gonna lie, it was really good. I watched it multiple times already. I might do a viewing of that on my Discord, actually. Oh yeah, if you do watch it, Shala, let me know. Share it. Either come into my Discord to do a watch party or do it in one of yours. I want to be there just to see your reaction to it. There's a reason. It's if you thought the game screwed with your mind, the just trust me on this. I would love to see your reaction to it as you're watching the episodes. They're not that long. I think the episodes were like 10, 15 minutes long ish. The only reason I don't want to do it on a live show on YouTube is because YouTube's very finicky with copyright. Twitch is less finicky. They just mute videos that people are doing reactions to sometimes. YouTube's a little bit more finicky about it. So I would love to stream and react to the first episode. I don't want to take the chance that it would cause a copyright for the show and then I have to delete it because YouTube. One day we'll have a website where there's no worry about doing stuff like that as far as copyright or problems come about. But I love that. I will watch it again. That's how much I enjoyed the live action prequel. But yeah, so I'll find a couple of horror games. If anything, if I have enough people that ask me to do a Soma run, I never finished the only run I didn't finish other than doing a speed run would be the no harm run where all the machines can't hurt you. It's like a safe run. It's for people who want to watch all the cutscenes, all the movie, like get all the notes and whatnot and get the full story. We could do that. But it's yeah, Shala, if you watch the entire game, it definitely is it I tell you, they did so. I wish they would have done a number two. I'm sad that they never tried. We got 3 Amnesia games, but there's only one Soma game. I'd kill for a number two. That's how much I loved Soma. But anyway, let's move back to comics. I have nothing to talk about news wise. I haven't really been keeping up with that much news. New York Comic Con is coming in like a week. So I'm sure a lot of stuff is going to be coming out of New York Comic Con. And I'm sure a lot of people are excited for New York Comic Con. I unfortunately did not get tickets, even though I'm a 40-minute train ride away. But maybe next year. Maybe next year. I will say I did start looking into more independent companies, comic wise. And Scout, for multiple reasons. My friend Nicole, the fact that I've been doing research into Scout. I've tried looking up Scout on YouTube. And other than finding the Scout Comics YouTube channel and a few people that have done unboxings of their subscription box, not a lot of coverage. That's going to change with this channel at least. I did grab a couple of books, and I'm very interested in one book in particular that is, from what one reviewer said, a very Final Fantasy-esque type of book, and it's called By the Horns. The first volume is only 8 issues. Second volume is still going on, and it's 13. I think issue 13 was the latest one. If I like it, I might buy the first volume as a box. They have like the 8 comics in a box, and you get a chance of getting a really, really expensive variant cover for one of the books. I'll read it. I'll check it out. If I like it, I'll go back and buy the 13 issues I missed already of the second volume and move from there. We'll continue forward. But I will say I've looked at a lot of the Scout titles, and I actually shared one with Brilly that is coming out soon. And they have a lot of very interesting titles. Some of them aren't for me, but a lot of them intrigue me. So you're going to start seeing, we have Zenoscope. You guys know I cover any book that comes out of Zenoscope, which is only about 1 or 2 a week. Scout's going to be added to that independent list companies and books I review. Though I've been sitting here and really thinking about it. I was walking one day and I was really thinking to myself, yeah, independent company wise, right? You say the indies, the first companies that come to mind, Dark Horse, IDW, Image, especially Image, uh, Dark Horse, Image, Dynamite, IDW. I'm re-mentioning IDW. We had Valiant. Valiant went under. Um, Boom Studios. But then you get to comic companies like Scout, Ablaze, AWA Studios, and there are a bunch of other. I mean, if you go into any pre-order list, any list at all, which by the way, I just reminded myself I have to make my order from last month before the comics change. There's a list a mile long of independent companies. So when people say they're in indie companies, it's kind of like those people that say they're into anime. And you ask them, well, what animes do you watch? And all they say is Dragon Ball, Gundam Wing, like all the vanilla or the standard animes there are out there that everybody's watched at one point in their life. Um, but like then you get those people that when you say what anime do you watch, they'll mention stuff from Japan. They'll mention stuff like, well, I mean, My Hero Academia now is another one, just like Dragon Ball Z, that is super popular. So, but they'll have mentioned My Hero Academia before it became popular. Assassination Classroom, like they'll give you a good list of animes that aren't stuff that you'd see, on TV or that are Dragon Ball Z. No offense to the Dragon Ball fans. I watch Dragon Ball. I watched Dragon Ball Z from start to finish. Super, a little bit I've watched. I do collect the manga for Super. Um, but I watch a lot more than just Dragon Ball. So I feel like when people say we read independent comics, well, what independent companies do you read from? And they'll say Image, Dark Horse. They'll mention all of the really well-known independents, but they won't mention like Scout, Ablaze. There are a bunch of indies. They won't mention Zenoscope as much. There are a lot of companies out there. When you say independents, right? There are a lot of indie companies out there beyond Image and Dark Horse and stuff. So I do like asking what companies are you reading from? Because if I hear Image and stuff, it's like, well, yes, they're independents, but they are the known independents. How many other books have you looked into? How many other books have you tried out other than just again, it's like WWE and AEW. WWE is Marvel and DC. AEW is Image and Dark Horse and stuff. And then you've got Ring of Honor, a New Japan Pro Wrestling, and all the other really great companies. But when you ask a wrestling fan, well, what do you watch? And they're like, I don't watch WWE. I watch everything else. And they bring up AEW. AEW is a fantastic show, but it is just one step behind the standard wrestling, which is WWE. What about New Japan? In comic cases, what about Zenoscope? What about Scout? Why Image? Have you not looked into other books? And sometimes they'll be just like into Spawn or The Walking Dead. And that's once again because of Todd McFarlane, very famous writer, or AMC's Walking Dead. The fact that The Walking Dead got a TV series, or Invincible, which got an Amazon series. Very few people go into looking into other independent books and companies. And there are so many great stories out there. I tell all of you, and I preach this to all of you. I've been preaching this to every single one of you for months, for years, since pre episode 100 of the comic book review series. Indies have a lot of really great titles beyond what you see on TV and stuff. I really do hope you take advantage of the previews books or wherever you pre-order your books from, and you really look into those independent companies, because there are a lot. You would spend, if you were to buy one of each book that comes out in an entire week, on a Wednesday, you'd spend about $1,000, because there are so many companies and so many books and issues and stories out there. You'd be surprised. And speaking of that, let's jump into that now that we're talking about pre-orders. Share screen. So we're starting with Dark Horse because Midtown goes in alphabetical order. Master of the Universe has its second issue. I'm not reading that series. I always look for number one so that I could point it out. Nope, we're in books, so we're going straight to DC. Here we go. Action Comics. I was actually just talking about this on the last oh no, wait, that's a DF. Action Comics came out last week. Forgive me. I have to look at the books more. So a bunch of Batman, of course, there's a bunch of Batman books. See. Batman's got the whole Gotham War going on right now. Birds of Prey issue number 2. There, I believe, going to be covers for Godzilla versus King Kong now also showing up for Batman and certain Justice League books. PC ghouls just want to have fun. Lobo. Again, Halloween, I guess. Another facsimile. Again, it's Batman. Fire and Ice. The first issue was okay. Again, it's got Smallville in it. I'll probably collect it, but I'm not really my cup of tea, to be fair. Justice Society of America Gold Edition. You get the first 3 issues of Justice Societies series that then spins off into the solo miniseries that are going to be coming out soon. Poison Ivy. Shazam. Feel bad I missed out on Shazam. I might trade paperback the series. And then a bunch of signed Wonder Woman books. Again, Wonder Woman issue number 1. Fantastic book. Not my type. All right, and then we're going to go into the book. So I'm going to scroll down a bit quicker because Dynamite, God bless Dynamite. If you really look at how many books Dynamite is releasing in a single week, it's like 6 or 7, but they have like 12 covers for each book. Okay, we're in IDW. And again, Dynamite, Darkwing Duck was one of the books. Godzilla from IDW. We've already had our TMNT this month. So a bunch of Star Trek books. And then we go into Image. IDW is a suffering company right now. Pink Spawn. I really wish I could catch up with Spawn. Transformers number 1. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Image does with Transformers. I'll definitely be checking out the first issue. More than likely digitally, though. A lot of great covers, though. Oh, that's a cover case, so I don't need to worry about talking about that. More of the Walking Dead Deluxe. What I'm collecting, basically. And then we're into books. Marvel Aliens Annual number 1 for this year. Looks really interesting. Amazing. Although these are special covers, pardon me. Not really not much from Marvel, so the Gods event is going on everywhere. The Ghost Rider Annual looks really cool to cover. Second printing for Thor, even though you can still get it. Immortal X-Men I'll be reading. I missed out on Hulk. Jean Grey, issue 1 got a second printing. I don't know if I want to go and delve into that. Star Wars is still in the droid saga thing right now, so not really touching that. Strange Academy, Spider-Man one-shot. I'll probably be skipping that. X-Force, I'll try to check that out. I missed it the last time around because I got sick. And X-Men, I'll probably be checking that one out as well. And then I believe we're in the trades. So we're going to skip down. in the independents now. And again, like I told you guys, there's a bunch of books. Scout, Ballad of Gordon Barleycorn is getting a second printing for anybody interested. I thought it was an issue one. I should really look and see if it says second printing first. See, I don't. There's a lot. Um, the Dead by Daylight series was really good. From I believe it was from Titan. Definitely, I might wait for the trade and just get the trade paperback for it. I love Dead by Daylight. I did check this out. I know this is coming out this week. It's called Fun G, and it's issue number 1 out of Scout. Think ninjas meet mushrooms. That's all I could say. Looked interesting. I said, why not? What else we got going on? Grimm Fairy Tales, issue number 76. I can finally start reading Grimm. We've moved away from the event that was going on, and a new start, or the next saga is starting up. So I'll be reading number 76. What else we got? What else we got? Another from Scout. Mom Breaks the Internet. Cover looks interesting. Title sounded interesting. I got issue 1. Issue number 1s are a lot easier for me to jump into than 7s or 8s. I then I have to go back and read all the previous issues. Ranger Academy, a new one. New Power Ranger series out of Boom. I'm going to be skipping Ranger Academy. I can say that. I think that they're pushing the mythos of the Mighty Morphin a bit far. My opinion. Again, my opinion. What else do we got? What else do we got? Nope. Now we're into books. So that's basically it for this week. Lobo, yes, Lobo is going to be in. Do I detect a Lobo fan? Shala, are you a Lobo fan? Lobo's going to be in the Halloween book that comes out this Wednesday from DC Comics. Comes out in 2 days. Because I love the main man also. I know that they were trying to make a movie. I know they made a mock-up. Oh, the name rings a bell. Yes, they are a space hitman. They were in Superman, the animated series. He was in a lot of Superman books. He had his own miniseries for a while. He's kind of DC Black Label, which is the mature books before DC Black Label, which is why we don't get to see Lobo too often. But when we do see him, it's fun. I always enjoy reading a good Lobo book. But anyway, I really don't have any other news or anything to talk about. And I do want to get done reading my books. So I am going to leave you guys with this. Look forward to some horror games over on twitch.tv/chaoticfalcon86. Maybe they'll do something in Final Fantasy for Halloween. I'm looking forward. They did do it last year. I remember last year. So I'm looking forward to if they do something again this year. Maybe I'll stream that. But till then, as always, social media links in the description below. They're not there right now. I had to redo the video. So once this is over, I'll go back. I'll fix the description. I'll fix the tags and everything. There is always. This is true. This is true, Shala. I literally forgot, then questioned it and said, why am I questioning it? The one game, our ongoing, ever evolving game that I play that they never miss an event is Final Fantasy. Sometimes Sea of Thieves or other games skip it. I should remember that Final Fantasy never skips a beat. And I can't wait for Dawn Trail. I want more. We're supposed to be getting more next month, November, in the Final Fantasy convention in England. So I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, links in the description below. Till next time, everybody, take care. Keep reading, keep collecting. I'll see you next time. Black Knight. Keep reading, keep collecting, and I will see all of you really soon in the next live show and in the next video. Take care and have a great week, everybody.